If you ask any realtor in the nation, is now a good time to sell my home, the conversation is going to go pretty much like this. So is now a good time to sell my home? Right now is the best time to sell your home. So what makes you say that? Because I need a listing and it's always the best time to sell your home. Can we get started on the paperwork? Okay, but why now? Because that's the way my broker told me to answer that question if it ever came up. Now, what about that paperwork? Really? I'm not arguing that 2020 is probably a good time to sell your home if you're planning to sell. The difference is that we are not your average realtor. I plan on backing up my argument with facts like, welcome to our favorite YouTube channel where we talk about real estate, the Tampa Bay area, Florida, and real estate in the Tampa Bay area. If you're interested in any or all of these, you're going to want to click on that subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell as well. We will let you know when our next video is published, which should be next Thursday. My name is Mike Lavoie. I am a realtor with Dalton Wade Real Estate here in the Tampa Bay area. My wife Paula and I have lived in the Tampa area for better than 30 years and love living here. Among other things, we really enjoy helping people with what is probably the largest transaction they'll ever make, buying or selling their home. Let's begin this with two simple but important facts. Number one, I cannot predict the future of real estate. Prices fluctuate, not daily, but they do fluctuate. Unlike stocks or some other investments, real estate is relatively stable. It does have some down periods. Most of us went through the most recent one in 2006 and 2009 and the violent downswing there, but prices have recovered. Number two, this conversation is going to be about real estate. Real estate has never been an investment. You want an investment? Go buy IBM or Netflix. Real estate is about wealth accumulation. If you own real estate and are waiting for the peak of the market to sell so you can realize a substantial gain or some severe amount of money, you're a fool.
There's a time when a man needs to fight and a time when he needs to accept that his destiny's lost. The ship has sailed and that only a fool will continue. Truth is, I've always been a fool.
A real estate transaction takes 30 to 45 days to complete. By that time, the market has completely changed. You're going to lose. Buying and selling real estate is not like trading stocks, even for you flippers out there. Okay, enough of that stuff. Here's my reasoning that 2020 is going to be a pretty good year to sell. Inventory continues to be low, especially in the lower price starter homes, say $350,000 and below. The problem with the last several years is that homeowners have been staying in their homes longer than normally do. Something like 10 years instead of the 7. Normally, those in the lower priced homes would be buying up and stepping into larger homes, leaving the smaller starter homes available for new people. That hasn't happened. In November of last year, there were just over 21,000 homes on the market in the Tampa Bay area. That's the 3 counties surrounding the Bay. Last month, that number is down to 12,600 homes listed for sale. With fewer homes going onto the market, prices have been going up basically since November of 2019, when the median price of the home in the Tampa Bay area was $226,000, up to about $250,000 this month. And what's more, they're expected to continue. Now, how long? Everybody's trying to get their 15 minutes of fame by predicting it. I have no idea. Going in the latter part of 2019, sales were strong. Interest rates were at all-time low. Unemployment was also at the lowest point seen in decades. What I can tell you now is that sales have not slowed, even for the COVID deal. Sales in the Tampa Bay area last year were running about 6,400 to 6,800 homes a month. In March of this year, when COVID became in the vogue, sales were still at 7,300 homes in just that month of March. April saw a drop to 5,800, but by July, that number sold was back up to just under 8,700 homes. And why? Well, there was a huge pent-up buyer demand that took off from several points. After months of being cooped up, people started shopping again. Brokerage houses were reporting record-breaking increases in foot traffic. Google reported that there was a 54% increase in the term homes for sale in 50 metro areas. Millennials started searching. People started moving from the Northeast to Florida, trying to get rid of some taxes and some snow. People were working from their homes more. Remember, the economy was shut down for a couple of months. those working from home got used to the commute from the kitchen to the kitchen. A ton of those people started working from home permanently and were over the workstation and the kitchen table thing. Most of them started looking for a larger home with maybe a dedicated office. Also fueling sales were record low interest rates, allowing people to borrow more than that they could, 5 or 6 years ago. Offsetting that was a more stringent underwriting and a lower amount of money in the system to borrow. Even then, mortgage applications are substantially higher than 12 months ago. Issues coming up that could affect home prices are many. There's always the uncertainty of the election in 2020. Unemployment. After the shutdown for COVID, the unemployment rate skyrocketed. Many in the media thought it was, apocalyptic. But then, we shut the economy down for 2 months, high unemployment should have been expected. That number is coming down. However, continued unemployment means lost wages, unpaid bills like mortgages, which lead to foreclosures. Foreclosures on the market will definitely decrease the value of all real estate. More sellers, lower prices. Tight lending practices. The Mortgage Lenders Association has an index of credit availability. It measures the amount of credit available to lenders for mortgages. The baseline is 100. In 2005, the index was at 850 or so. So basically, if you could breathe, you could get financed. Since early 2009, that index has been hovering around 100, 150, and it's currently at 183. That means money is harder to get because of tighter lending practices, and it's expected to get tighter. Fewer loans, fewer buyers, lower prices. So for the near future, if you're planning to sell your home, you are in a very narrow window of opportunity. And I say if you're planning to sell for a reason. If you need a larger home, now would be a good time to sell. If you need a smaller home, now would be a good time to sell. If you're relocating, now would be a good time to sell. If you just hate your house, sell it and rent for a year, maybe 2. See what happens to the housing market, but do not expect some huge decrease like in 2005 and 6. It just isn't going to happen. Short sales, forced sales, distress sales, whatever you want to call them, they're not happening. Actually, they're down over the last year. People, unlike 05 and 06, actually have equity in their homes and don't have to walk them. Other than those 3 reasons, downsizing, upsizing, relocating, I can't think of any reason you would want to sell your home right now. Well, okay, if you've lost your job and you can't afford it anymore, I'll give you that one. If you sell now to make a couple of dollars, where are you going to buy? And at what cost? You just sold your home at the highest price possible. Now you're going to go out and buy at the highest price possible? Remember, your home is not an investment. Your home is a place to call home, a place to live in, shelter. What it isn't is a quick buck. If you want to day trade, go open an account at Schwab. If you have any comments or questions, jot them down below in the comment section. I will get back to you. Like this video? Hit that like button. It makes my day. Looking for something else to watch on our channel? Check out this video about buying versus renting a home. Thanks for watching. Now go out and make it a great day.